whether you are Fulani, whether you are Kanuri, you are Hausa, you are Igbo, you are Yoruba. A criminal is a criminal. Give him his name and deal with him based on that level. If you say all Fulani are criminal, then I am one. I am the leader of Fulani in this part of the world. Unless you say I'm also a criminal or a bandit, a kidnapper. But these are issues that we need to talk about. We don't throw our ethnic backgrounds, no. We are proud of that. Almighty Allah brought us into the world with that. So we have no problem with that. I'm a very, very proud Fulani person. I said everywhere all over the world, whether it's Washington, whether I've said it. People don't know what Fulani is, please read books. People don't know what Kanuri, read books. Everything is there. And that's why we thank the government for bringing back history. Some of us try to close the history books as though history does not exist. You can't read history. You can't. What happened has happened, and it's there written. You can't come and through social media. But that's one terrorist organization, social media. Social media is a terrorist organization. What they do, somebody sit in his comfort room and formulate stories, and you will swear that it's true. So, social media is a terrorist organization that we must deal with. Security agencies must deal with this terrorist organization called social media. So we're not happy with what's been happening either on the plateau or other places.
Okay. Uh, you all heard it from the Sultan of Sokoto. Uh, with all due respect to the Sultan of Sokoto, I listened to what he said, and he said, in conclusion, he said that social media is a terrorist organization. Yeah, I respect the Sultan of Sokoto very well, or very much rather, considering the position he's holding. You know, yeah, he's well educated, he's respected nationwide, and what have you. And he probably made some valid points. Yeah, truly, social media can actually be a menace, no doubt, in the essence that there are few people making it look that way. Few people using social media to cook up some stories, give false information, uh, accuse people wrongly, defame people, and what have you. Yeah, I know that. We know that. But at the same time, the positive side of social media actually outweighs the negative side, or better still, the negative parts. Yeah, without this social media you just called a terrorist organization, you wouldn't know of Fulani herders killing people in different parts of Nigeria. We won't, so many things would have been silent without a lot of us getting to know about it. Take an example of this CBEX Ponzi scheme that, without social media or social network, many of us would likely not even know about it, because, to be frank, I never knew about it all until the something got crashed a couple of days back. Social media has done more good than bad, if the truth is to be told. A lot of people depend on social media to earn a living. Yeah, a lot of people depend on social media to get information. There are a lot of people that are actually doing good on social media. An example is a very dark man, VDM. It was from social, because of social, was able to assist people that their money was taken fraudulently. It was because of social media that he closed a lot of bad businesses. Social media helps to see what is happening around the world in general. So you can't, because of a few mishap, and just conclude that social media is a terrorist organization. So are you now saying, remember, social media was not originally established in Nigeria? No. Are you now saying social media all over the world? Are you saying they are all terrorist organization? If it was a terrorist organization, like you said, it would have been on the list of the United States, just like some organizations are on their list. Yeah, I really don't want to agree. You know, this is more like they are trying to, some group of people are trying so hard to regulate it, to stop what people can put out there. But at the same time, we claim to be a democratic state. And at the end of the day, no freedom of speech anymore. And now you still want to regulate social media. You control what people say and what people doesn't say. So what's the difference between what you guys are trying to do and military regime? And what's the difference? And you all preach democracy. You cannot just, with due respect, the Sultan of Sokoto, you can't come into such conclusion. No, not at all. If not for social media, we wouldn't know a lot of things that are happening in government. Yeah, I can tell you for sure. It's because of social media that we hear of deaths happening in different parts of Nigeria, both in Benue, Borno, Edo, Enugu, Plateau State. In fact, the one that is happening in Plateau State. If not for social media, a lot of there have been a lot of cover up. When Deborah was killed, we wouldn't have known. Very few people would have heard of Deborah's lynching. Likewise, the 16 men that were killed in at Uromi. Boko Haram that are killing people, burning houses and churches, we wouldn't know about them if not for social media. All the havoc Fulani headsmen are causing, if not for social media, many of us probably wouldn't have heard of it. Social media, the negative aspect is far less than the positive. You can't compare, probably 90-10 or highest 80-20. That is it. So you can, the other day, Ned Woko also spoke about regulation. And I don't care, it's just as if they are just trying to silence the masses. And it will not work. So with all due respect, sir, the positive aspect of social media is far, far above the negative aspect. So you cannot say social media is a terrorist organization. We all know the terrorist organizations going on in Nigeria. So we shouldn't try to divert what the happenings are. People are dying, they are killing people in Plateau State. Our president is outside. A normal sane country, the president would have taken the first available flight back to Nigeria and even straight to Plateau State. Anyway, with all due respect, sir, you cannot tag social media as a terrorist organization. No, this is 21st century. Thank you for understanding. Anyway, it is what it is.